Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you are doing well. Welcome. Let me know where you're watching from in the chat. I got a couple places going here. So let me know that you can hear me. Give me a big thumbs up. It's been a minute since I've been live. And I'm also live on another platform over on TikTok. Finally reached the amount of people I needed. Thanks to that 18-pound coffee mug that got us 2.5 million views and over 1,200 followers. So yeah, definitely having a good time this morning. Good to see Andrew, Annette over on Instagram. Appreciate you guys being here, and feel free to tell me what you've been up to. It's been a while since I've seen some people here, so good to see everybody. Oh, it looks like Ecamm made some updates. Looks like I'm getting some chats over on the Ecamm side. So anyway, I just want to open this up, do a little Q&A session. I get a lot of questions about Amazon, being an Amazon influencer, mostly about doing brand deals. We've put several brand deals through the pipeline this past month. I think we landed somewhere around 180 of those video brand deals. Now, not all of those come through, and not all of those get completed, but definitely a good stack of those make it through the pipeline. So if you have any questions about that, feel free. If you have any general questions, feel free to ask those. I'm actually going to pull up some questions I've been getting here recently, so let me jump in and answer some of those. Now, if you are not a part of the Amazon Influencer Program, which is a question I get all the time, is can you help me get approved for that program? And really the answer is I don't know how to do that. I mean, I know how to tell you go apply. Just go Google Amazon Influencer Program, get your most engaged, most active social media profile that they will allow you to apply with, and apply with that. And once you get that approval, then what you can do is upload the 3 videos to get on-site placement for those videos. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to let me know. And I'm new over here on the TikTok world, so I appreciate everybody jumping in over on TikTok. Looks like we have some people coming through. So if you have any questions about that process, and for people who don't know me, you're like, what is this guy talking about? What does he do? 2 years ago, I applied to become part of Amazon's influencer program, which is kind of like a next level of their associates program, and was able to get in there and get qualified to be a part of that world. And so I started to leverage it to work with brands. And so I primarily work with Amazon sellers. They send me product, they pay me, I do the video, I keep and or sell the, well, not and sell the product, I keep or sell the product or give it away. So yeah, my goal is to never buy a Christmas gift again, or birthday gift or any other kind of gift. So been having a lot of fun with that. So if you have questions, let me know. And Andrew said, I definitely need to post more on Amazon. Yeah, I think you do. I think it's like any other platform. The more you post, obviously, for a couple of reasons. One, it will give you more opportunities. And I know Andrew knows this, but for other people who are thinking what is the consistency of posting? I try to post every single day on that platform, just like you would on TikTok or Instagram or anywhere else if you're trying to gain traction, you're trying to get attention. And really, if you're trying to work with brands on the Amazon platform, it's really important because that is your portfolio. And those videos have potential not only to show up on those product pages, but also in related product pages, on competitor pages, in their Inspired tab, in a lot of different places. And so the more places that you can show up, the more videos you can do, the more that you can put out there and produce, and the better the system that you have, then you can earn more money and then do way more brand deals. And so that's where 90% of my income, well, actually probably not 90, probably like 60% of my income is from brand deals. The other portion of it is there's a good percentage of it from Amazon itself, from the commission side, and then also I do resell as well. And so that's kind of the trifecta approach that I have went with this, is just trying to do multiple deals in multiple different places. My wife is texting me, so that must be something is wrong. Oh, never mind. She's talking about trimming our dog's nails. and how he was an angel. What's up, Ann from New York City? Appreciate that. So encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Thank you, TikTok. So if you're watching on TikTok or other places, feel free to share the live stream. I'm going to jump over here and find I had a little Google sheet of all the questions that I get asked. So let me jump over and check that out. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm pretty much an open book when it comes to my business model, and what I got going on. So there's only thing I don't share is my contact list, but everything else I'm pretty much an open book. So appreciate you being a part of the live show, just kind of hanging out. And let me find these questions here real quick. I thought I had them, but then I don't have them. Here we go. Okay, I found them. Good job. All right, so let me see. Let's see. How do I find brands to pay me to create shoppable and live content? This is a great question to see. How do I find these brands? How do I come across them? Now, this could be for any platform. So if you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you're on Amazon, you're on Walmart, whatever whatever platform that you can go live on, or that you can create shoppable content. This is a really good question of how do I find these brands to work with? And this is kind of a loaded question because it really depends on what you're trying to accomplish. And for me, I have a low ticket, high frequency business model. And so I am trying to do as many deals with sellers that have a lot of products, or reps that have a lot of customers who they're trying to, help them market their product on Amazon or on other platforms. And so I am really trying to work at a low ticket, high frequency model because I like the influx of products. I love the ability to resell those products and to make money that way as well and diversify my income. And also, I don't want to spend all day in people's inboxes and DMs and all that stuff trying to go sell a video project, okay? Because although I do produce video, although I have video equipment, I'm not trying to go sell $1,000 video. So, however, if you have a ginormous audience on one of these platforms, then this is going to look a little different for you. My business structure, my business model is for someone more like me who is a small-time creator. I don't have a lot of followers on any platform. I kind of got in by the skin of my teeth into a couple of these programs. And so now what I do is just leverage those programs to have a different conversation with these brands. So what's up, Con, over on TikTok? Hi, how are you? Good to see you. So that's what I would say, first of all, is like understand the market that you want to play in. And there's different levels within this video content creation market. Just like any other industry, some people are going to play at a really high level as far as like pricing and production. Some people are going to play the bottom when it's just like not good quality production and not high prices. And I feel like I kind of play in the middle of this, more in that UGC, user generated content space, where I am just trying to create good quality content. So it looks good, the lighting's good, the content, the information is good about the product, and then I can do those quickly. And so I have a system to where I can, quickly do that at my desk, put in B-roll. I use a software called Ecamm, and I'm switching between two cameras now. My wife just set up a studio next door for her to start doing videos as well. So she kind of took some of my camera gear. I went from 3 cameras to 2. Now we technically have a total of 4, but so anyway, I use 2 cameras and I live switch between the 2. So I record live to drive, and that is how I was able to create. I think we just passed 2,700 videos posted on the Amazon platform, which has been pretty crazy. So that's what I now help people with as well, is to do that. So how do you find these brands? To go back to the question, as I got sidetracked, is it's all going to be, first of all, is posting content. So if you're approved, if you're an Amazon influencer and you're approved for on-site placement, so you've submitted the 3 videos, they've gotten approved, and now Amazon is pushing your content out there. They're pushing your videos out there. This is going to be the first way to get the attention of these brands, to have them reach out to you. So the first thing you want to do is just make sure that profile, your storefront on Amazon, It has all the stuff in there that you can possibly fill out. Take full advantage of the tools that they give you. So fill out the bio, put the header image, put your main image, and put all those links to the social profiles, so it'll give people opportunity to check you out and know that you are indeed who you say you are, and you do what you say you do, and they can reach out to you. If you have no way for people to reach out to you, it's going to be pretty tough, and it's kind of hard because you can't just send people emails easily in this business. You have to just kind of put out those places for them to reach out. So that's going to be the first thing. So fill out that information, create videos, get that on-site placement. And if you don't have on-site placement yet and you're still waiting for that, go live. I think right when you become an Amazon influencer, you can build your storefront, and then you have the ability to go live on the platform and start talking about the products. Now, in my experience, my recent experience, and also of those people I know, Amazon Live is going to be, it's not going to have as much going on, as you would think or as you would want. So it's not really one of those hey, I'm going to go do a live and make several $100 anymore. It's more like I'm going to go live to get my face out there, to get placement out there, so brands know who I am, people know who I am. And then I want to, just be out there more, right? It's all about placement. It's all about awareness. And so that's going to be the second thing. So first of all, get your storefront right. If you have the ability to post videos, do that. If you have the ability to go live, just go live. Go live late at night, because most of the brands that I work with are going to be from China. And so you want to go, East Coast time, real late. It's 12, 13-hour difference. And they're going to be on there kind of looking for influencers to work with. And that is the best possible place to go get noticed. It's going to be over there. So go do that. Another thing you can do is jump into some Facebook groups. I mean, there's all kinds of Facebook groups and people saying, hey, I need product videos for this, for that, for everything else. Go network. Go become their friends. Go get in their inbox. Don't just comment, oh, I can do the video. Go get in their inbox. Go tell them what you're up to. Go share your profile. Make it really easy for them to make a decision. Yes, I want to work with this person. Yes, I want to make this person an offer. So that's what I would recommend doing, a couple of things. Then you can also do set up a Fiverr gig and just know what you're doing if they're getting on there and looking, or Upwork or one of those third-party places where you can post gigs on there. So that's going to be the kind of the first 2 or 3 things, actionable steps that I would tell you to go get those brand deals, and how to find them, how to get them to reach out to you. So hopefully that answers that question. Let's see. How much should I charge a brand to make a video? This is a quick. This is not a quick. This depends. Okay. What's up, the evening experience? Good to see you over there on IG. Appreciate you jumping in. This is always, and some people are going to punch me in the face for saying this, but it depends. It's really what you want to make it, and it's really what kind of business model that you have. My business model is not going to work for everybody. YouTubers hate me, okay, because I'm doing low ticket, I'm doing high frequency. So the quick answer here is whatever you want to ask. I would recommend that you ask something, just because it does take time and energy and talent to do those things. Yo, what's up? Good to see you. Off the grid, Cooley. Off the grid, Schooly. Okay, there we go. What's up, man? Good to see you. Catch you Monday. All right, I'm looking forward to it. That's a mastermind member. We have a mastermind group that meets. We do stuff every Monday, and so that's going to be awesome. Avery says, so more gigs more often. That's right. That's right. That's an old podcast. Hey, just a little sidetrack for Avery here. They're coming back with it. I just saw the announcement. A new co-host, obviously. I'm not a part of that podcast anymore, but excited to see what they come up with. I know it's not going to be as good as what I could do, but hey, whatever. But anyhow, so that's one thing that I would that I would recommend when it comes to pricing, is kind of backward engineer what you are trying to accomplish financially. So if you're trying to make $1,000 or $5,000 or $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month, figure out what is the thing that you want to do to get to that number. How many videos? What's your bandwidth? And so, for me, for instance, I have a pretty good setup here. I work about 20 hours a week, 25 hours, and I can create 50 videos a week, no problem. Really just sitting at my desk, knocking them out, or if I get to shoot some B-roll some days and all that stuff. So a little bit of a production. process there as well. Oh, cool. I got a question here over on TikTok. Says, so do you usually sell full usage rights to the video? No, I don't. Not for the low ticket. I will sell them, and it just depends. There's a lot of depends here, and if I'm working with a seller or a rep who has a lot of products, I'm going to cut them a better deal. It's just like if I own a retail store and I was going to a potato chip company and saying, hey, I want to buy 10 bags of potato chips, they're going to be like, yeah, those are like $5 each, and maybe I got a dollar margin. But if I'm like, I want to buy 1,000 bags of potato chips, then they're going to give me that for a way better discount. And so I think of that as the same way with this game, because I can do the frequency, that I'm saying, hey, if you're doing a lot of videos with me, I'm going to give you a better rate. If you're doing one video with me, then I'm not going to give you the best deal because I can't count on that income every single month. And so when it comes to usage rights, I am playing with this model a little bit. I had a kind of a certain price point that I was asking. It wasn't really selling. And then I compared this to some other UGC platforms out there and UGC content. And so that is, that's one of the things I've been messing with to say, okay, what is that sweet spot where the people who are doing a lot of videos with me, that they're willing to pay and their clients are willing to pay? Because most of the time, I'm the guy kind of fulfilling the order. They're the ones, I work with a lot of reps who are working with all these different manufacturing companies, and they're bringing the deal. I'm just fulfilling the order, essentially, with the video. And so I'm not doing all that upfront piece of customer service and reaching out and sales and all that stuff. I'm just doing the production part. And so that's kind of the partnership there. And you have to figure that out. You got to kind of weigh that out. What does that look like? But I've had maybe 30 or 40 people out of 2,700 videos actually want the copyright, the usage rights, and I will sell them because not all of these products, just because they go on to Amazon, doesn't mean you're going to convert over there and make a lot of money with Amazon. And I think this is the big, kind of a big miss with a lot of influencers, including myself, is, well, I'll do the video for cheap or cheaper, somewhere between that. And I've done videos for $5. I've done videos for free if I really wanted the product, all the way up to $250. But if I'm in that $40, $50 price range, but I'm doing a lot of them, I can really make some money. However, just because it gets posted on Amazon doesn't really mean I make money. Doesn't mean it gets posted. And so I think there's like this miss in this community of, I don't want anyone else using this video because I want to get paid from Amazon. And really, we could just charge more. We could probably double that price and then, double the income immediately and not have to wait and still get commission. Now, who cares if they use it on the listing as well and you use it on the listing as well? Maybe change it up a little bit. One of the guys, Jim, in my mastermind group is like, I do that. I just change it up. I change up, the video just a little bit, make it a little bit different. And that way, maybe people still click on my video and watch it. So that might be something for you. Let me see. Okay, so that was a question. Good question. I love that question. You don't have to sell the video rights. You can, but majority, I don't. So when it comes to pricing, it's kind of up to you. Most common reps are going to charge it or are going to pay you somewhere between $20 to $25 per video. And if they're high frequency, I'm cool with that because I can knock them out super quick. Now, if you're spending an hour or two editing a video, shooting it, editing, you're not making any money. Like, you need to think more of a different path, for your business model. But if you have the ability in the setup to like live to drive shoot stuff and burn and churn it really quickly, then you can really, turn this thing into a business. And that's what we did. I've been doing this I signed up 2 years ago, really been focused on this part of the business and really growing this part of the business for like the last year and a half, maybe a little more. And we did over 113,000 in revenue last year, and I worked 20 hours a week. So there's real opportunity, there's real scalability. And I will say that out of all the people and all the things and all the pieces involved, Amazon, the commission side of Amazon is not producing more, even though I have 1,000 more videos this year than I did last year. It's not producing more. And so it has to get me to think as a business owner, like what's the best bang for my buck, and how can I make more money up front and not solely just rely on the platform. And I think anytime as a content creator, when you're relying on a platform to pay you, you're very vulnerable. Not that it shouldn't be a stream of revenue, not that it can't be, but it puts you in a pretty vulnerable spot if they take away the program, you violate some terms of service you forgot to read, they change the thing up, well, then you're out. Well, if you have a book of business, then those brands still need content. You can just sell them a different product and make them a different offer versus you posting it. So that's what I've been able to do over the last year and a half, is build this book of business. And that way, if something does happen to one of these platforms I'm working on, then I can just come, I got their email, I got their contact, I got their, their Facebook page or whatever, however we communicate, their WhatsApp, and I can go and say, hey, look, I'm no longer a part of that, but I can still offer you, video services and whatnot. Yo, what's up, John Sevadesi? Good to see you, man. From the Basement Surge podcast, or Basement Surge conglomeration now, man. You got so much stuff going on. Let's see, what else did I say here? Yeah, so that's what you could do. And look at the industry, look at what other people are doing, consider UGC content, and when you're setting your prices, look at all these different things. I know a lot of people who think, well, I'm going to create a 30-second video on my iPhone and I should get paid $1,000. Like, you just don't know the video industry in this content creator space. And not to say you can't get someone to pay you $1,000, but how scalable is that? Can you go get that every single day? Can you go get that twice a day, 3 times a day, or is it just once a month or once a quarter, or once a year? That was my thing. And if I've had to gauge it on my experience so far in this space, I would probably make about $5,000 a year if I did that. And I'd have to work really hard to make a really good quality video for $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever. Now, I've priced them that way, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with making commercials. If you need it, we'll do it. But it's not really my structure, my business model at this point. Let's see. Anybody else have any questions on the chats here? Daddy Daughter Bookworms, what's up? Good to see you. Let me look. I just want to make sure. There's some stuff here that I don't see, and I want to make sure I'm seeing all the comments. I think maybe it's LinkedIn I don't see. So I'm gonna jump over to LinkedIn real quick. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're coming, obviously not the city, maybe just the state or the country or something high level. Let me know where you're watching from here. Okay, I just want to make sure LinkedIn doesn't have any comments, because I don't think they come in. Okay, cool. I don't even know how to check it, so I'm moving on. All right, next question. We'll do a couple more questions, and then I'll peace out of here. I don't know how long I've been going, about 24 minutes or so. And once again, if you have any questions in the chat, feel free to let me know. And what's up, TikTok? This is I think my second live on TikTok. So I just got, I can go live as a seller, but going live just like to go live, I think I finally reached that 1,000 mark. Thanks to this, you can't see it behind me, but there's an 18-pound coffee mug back there. I think we got like 2.5 million views on that video my wife and I did. So that was pretty good, pretty fun. How many videos should I make per day? So this really depends on what your goal, what you want to do, as far as if you're doing brand deals, make as many as you can. Why not? Why not? If you can put together 10 deals a day, do 10 videos a day. If you're doing, and once again, when you're working with a brand, they're going to want different things than what Amazon wants. So Amazon, you're totally cool to take your phone and shoot a 30-second video about products like this box cutter. If it's available on Amazon by Cobalt, which I'm pretty sure it is because it's a huge brand, I could literally just do this in front of my camera, or not even be on the camera, shoot a 30-second video about how much I like this box cutter, and I could post that. I could do 100 of those a day. I could do 100 videos a day, easy, 30 seconds, stack up a pile of products, knock them out, do 100 a day, or do 100 in one day, and then just post them out throughout the week. That way you're kind of feeding that Amazon algorithm. So my answer to that is do as many as you can. If you're doing a bunch of brand deals, why not do as many as you can? If you have a bunch of product around your house that's available on Amazon that you can post videos about, why not do as many as you can? But the thing that you got to consider, and you just have to remember, is have a system, have a plan, and make that plan work. Because I can do 180 deals, 200 deals. I think I've done up to 250 deals in a month. But the thing is, I have a system. I have an organizational system for the deal, because just because I do a deal today doesn't mean the product shows up today. So I might agree to something today. Well, it's not going to show up for 2-3 days, sometimes 4 or 5 days, sometimes a week or two. And then when I get that product, if I go, oh man, where did this come from? Then I'm in trouble. So you got to have a system. You got to have something, a spreadsheet. I use a CRM to manage all my deals, and I can push them through. And there's stuff that still falls through the crack. There's stuff I still go, where did this come from? So have a system, be organized, treat it as a business, even if it's a side hustle or side money, or you're just trying to make a couple extra $1,000 to go on vacation, whatever that looks like. Just have a strategy and have a system. And in my opinion, you should figure out how to never edit. That would be my opinion. I figured this out, and I'll never go back to editing. I had to edit 2 videos this week just because they were higher priced deals, and I was just like, why am I doing this? This is not even worth it. It was worth it, but it wasn't in my mind at the time, because I want to record quickly. I want to get super organized. I want to burn and churn, and I want to be able to do these low ticket deals super quick. And so that is one of the things that I am focused on, is how do I get that done, and how do I rock and roll as many deals as I can and as many videos as I can. So who's able to join the Amazon Influencer Program? Well, first of all, it's called the Amazon Influencer Program for a reason. So if you're just in that beginning stage of building your audience, of building a following, then the odds are probably against you. But if you have an engaged audience, even if it's smaller, you should just apply, because I cannot just say this is what's going to get you in. And there's people who will, and they'll sell you a course telling you that. But I think at the end of the day, if we're all really honest, nobody really knows. Amazon probably knows, but they're not putting that out there anywhere. So go apply for the program and go through the application process and get your most engaged, most active social media profile that they'll allow you to apply with. So if that's TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, I think, go apply with that and see if you can get in. And it may tell you, if you don't get in, why. It used to when I applied, but that was 2 years ago. I think a lot has changed. But I would say if you are just getting started, I mean, you can apply. Just go apply and see. I know somebody with 300 people that had a super engaged audience, they got in. I know people with the 10,000 member audience or whatever, 10,000 followers, didn't get in. So I think it really relies on the engagement. So create content that's engaging, that people want to interact with, and then go from there. And that's how, if you look at my Instagram now, it's probably nowhere near as active as it was. But when I was applying for this, when I was gearing up for it, and it took me months to get my account to where I could apply and get approved, it wasn't like, oh, Billy was an influencer. It was it was a decision that I made, a conscious decision of, I am going to go and attack this thing, and I'm going to get approved for this program. So it might take some work, and it took me work. I think it took me 3 months and like 3 applications to get approved, and that was 2 years ago. And that's when they told you what you needed, and I still worked my tail off to get approved. So that's what I would do. I'd go check that out and just Google it. Google Amazon Influencer Program. And I know some people are going to reach out to me and go, hey, can you send me the link? No, it's work. Like, all this stuff is work. So if you're not motivated enough to do a Google search, then you're not going to be motivated enough to do the work it takes to get approved for the program. I get a lot of those, can you send me the link, questions in my inbox. And the answer is no, I will not. So anyway, all right, let's see. How much can I earn through the Amazon Influencer Program? This is something that it just depends on the categories that you're in. Like, I do a lot of electronics, so the payout, the category percentage is a little bit less. If you're doing some luxury stuff, there's categories that pay out 10%. I think it kind of goes from 1.5 to 10% commission based on when people watch your video and they buy something after watching your video. So I know people making thousands of dollars a month, $14,000-$15,000 a month off of Amazon commission. I know some people who are making $500 a month and $20 a month. Like, it just really depends on what you have going on. But the more videos, the more placement, the more opportunities it's going to be out there. Now, it's not, like I said earlier, it's just because you post a ton of videos doesn't mean you're going to get, I think it's a little bit throttled, to be honest with you. I don't know that for sure, but I just know I have 1,000 more videos than I did last year, and I'm making less money per day than I was from the Amazon side. Now, from the brand deal side, I'm making more because I figured out how to do more deals. I figured out how to, kind of push that. From the resale side, we're making more because I figured that out, and how to sell direct to consumer and all this kind of stuff. So it really just depends. Or if you go buy, there's so many strategies. So you can go buy product, you can go research products, see what the sell through is, see how many people are on the carousel. Are there too many people? Are there 10 people? Are there 4, 2 people, 1 person? How many videos are there? What, once again, what's the ratings? What's the sell through? And then you can buy those products and then get them and review them or demo them or whatever you want to call it on those videos and get placement that way. And I know people making a killing doing that. I don't know how much they are spending to do that, but I know that that is definitely an option. So that might be something that you look into as well. And there's so many strategies, and once you kind of get into the ecosystem and get into the world of doing this, there's a lot of opportunities there. So I'm going to jump over to LinkedIn. I just got a notification, and for whatever reason, I don't think it comes through here. So I'm just going to see if somebody, okay, my friend Monty. What's up, Monty? Monty, if you're watching, come on in. The water's warm. I'm going to try to get Monty. I always try to get Monty on here. Monty's the reason, and I know he's probably tired of me saying this, but he's the reason why I got into Instagram, or not Instagram, Amazon, because he was in some Clubhouse rooms. We were talking about brand deals. I was doing a lot of brand deals through podcasting, and he was like, dude, you might like this. And so he got me into it. Him and Chris Giles got me into it, and the rest is history. And so then I just went crazy. I got obsessed. I took my ADHD powers, and I just got obsessed with doing brand deals and the influencer program and all that fun stuff. Let's see here. I get a couple more questions. Do I need an Amazon Associates account to join the influencer program? The answer is yes. So there's a lot of Amazon has a lot of programs. Okay, so I'm going to talk about 2 right now. One is the Associates program, and that is an affiliate program. So when you promote a product on a blog, on a YouTube channel, on your Instagram, and there's criteria, there's guidelines that you have to follow. So it's not just sign up and spray and pray links all over the internet. You have to follow Amazon's guidelines. You have to follow FTC guidelines. And so if I'm posting this on a blog and I'm talking about how good this box cutter is, then I can put an affiliate link on that blog or YouTube channel or whatever, and I can send people to Amazon, and that is called offsite commission. And so that is been around forever. I think 20 years probably. And that's Amazon Associates. And that is just an affiliate program. Hey, I'm going to recommend this product on a different platform than Amazon, and I'm going to push traffic that way in its very basic form. Now, there's tons of people making a ton of money that figured out this one system and figured out how to do that aggressively and just, they make a lot of money this way. I know I follow a company called Think Media, and I think they've made off of one video since it's been posted over $30,000 just on affiliate clicks. Now they probably make over $1 million. I don't know if maybe not a month. I don't know. Anyway, it's a big number. Go follow those guys. Go look up affiliate commissions, Think Media on YouTube. These guys are crushing it just by making product videos, explaining to their audience how to up-level their YouTube videos and sharing the products that they do that with. And then they send people over to Amazon and make a purchase. That's called offsite. Okay, so I'm getting a little wordy here with it. Then an extension of that is the influencer program. Now, this is where Amazon if I were Amazon. I'm assuming they said in a meeting, hey, there's a bunch of people posting on YouTube and posting our links on YouTube and hoping to get clicks and bring people over here. Why don't we create our own video platform where we can get influencers to come over and create content for our platform, and when people watch it and make a purchase, we'll pay them. And so I think that's probably what they did. And so they opened up this influencer platform where you can go live, you can post videos, you can post photos of the products that are available on Amazon and sold on Amazon. And when you post them, they go to these product links and they distribute. You're not in control of that. Your control is, I'm going to create the content, I'm going to upload it. Their control is, we're going to place it in different places, carousels, Inspire tab, all those different places. And when somebody watches it, they engage with it. So they just watch it and then they make a purchase, and you're the last content they engage with, then you make a commission off of that. And so it's kind of cool because, one, you don't have to have a massive audience to make money. So I don't have a massive audience anywhere, and I'm mostly focused on the on-site commission, which they want me to focus on the off-site. And there's, obviously they want you to bring your audience over. But they're, once they get people in their ecosystem, they'll probably keep coming back, and Amazon makes it easy to buy, easy to return, easy to do all those things. And so it makes sense that they want people to come on. But right now I'm totally focused on, just educating their already existing traffic, their already existing shoppers. So they've brought them over, or other influencers have brought them over, and then they're engaging with my content and then making a purchase, and I get paid off of that. So that's kind of the two different things. So you're going to hear offsite, which is more of the Amazon Associates side, and then you're going to hear on-site, which is bringing people over. And there's some cross in between that, like if you're sharing your storefront, you're sharing your video links and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I don't really know. I don't really get into the nitty-gritty of where all this stuff comes from and where all these payments come from and how much am I making off Amazon, because I'm mostly focused on brand deals, and then Amazon is more of the, okay, this is cool. This is like a little, bonus for me every single month. It's not my main focus. So hopefully that broke it down in a very wordy manner, but that's the way I can explain it, that the difference between the two. What's up? She wears stilettos over on Instagram. I see you, Dimple. Good to see Dimple back in the content world. I see some people over here on other platforms watching as well. Feel free to shoot me a chat. Let me know where you're watching from and what platform you're on. I see some people from Instagram and Facebook and all the places. So appreciate you guys being over here. And once again, if you have any questions about the Amazon program, or you have any questions about working with brands, let me know. We just crossed over 2,700 videos for brands. I think we're at 2730 something or whatever. And it's been crazy. So it's been a lot of fun, having a lot of fun. Just brought my wife on board. So she is going to be working here to create videos as well. And yeah, she's having a lot of fun. And then we're working on some other stuff, and she's working on some other stuff as well. But it's been a lot of fun. So how often are payments made? What is the payment method? Okay, so if you started doing this today, or anything associated with Amazon as far as the associates or influencer, it's a 60-day payout. So whatever, I get paid from 2 months ago. This month I'll get paid from 2 months ago. And actually at first this is like, oh man, that sucks. I got to wait 60 days to get paid. However, once you kind of build this thing, you kind of build yourself in. And if you make, if you're really working it and you're really making some money, you get paid out kind of like a salary. You kind of build yourself in this little salary from Amazon. And then the brand deals, they typically pay, within like some same day, some 48 hours, some, 72 hours, some once a month, whatever kind of structure you have with each rep or whatever, is kind of the frequency of payout. And so it's kind of cool because you can get paid immediately. You can kind of start creating cash flow immediately with working with brands, and then off of those sales with Amazon, you kind of build yourself in like a little bit of a cushion, as well. So, however, brands and working with brands, a little bit more controlled in my opinion. I mean, obviously people are only going to hire you if there's a need. Right now, I feel like there's a huge need, and just I'm one person, and now my wife has joined, so I expect the deals to kind of go up a little bit. But I think last year I averaged like 133 deals a month. last year for 12 months, which was crazy. And obviously that's an average, so some of those months were a lot more than others. There is slow times during during the beginning of the year. January's okay. February really slows down. It's Chinese New Year, a lot of celebrations going on, so not a lot of people are working. And then March gets a little crazy. It was March Madness. April's been great this year as well. All right. Hopefully you guys are getting some value out of this. And by the way, I guess this would be a good time to tell you, I do have a mastermind group. If you go to billythorpe.live. I almost forgot. Wait, hold on. That's the wrong thing. Hold on a second. I think it's billythorpe.live. So if you go to billythorpe.live, you can learn about my mastermind. I get a little video there talking about it. And what we do is we have a community that you can, ask questions and get your questions answered. That's anytime. So anytime you can just jump in there and ask a question. I'm checking it all the time just to make sure people are taken care of. It's small right now. I think we get about 27 people in there, so it's a really just intimate group. And it's pretty cheap. It's about $7 a month. So it's like a cup of coffee per month. I think it's 23 cents a day. And I know it's way underpriced. And I've gotten a lecture. I don't need another one from anybody in the chat. Okay. I put it that way for a reason. But anyway, you can come over there. It's $7 a month. And then you just have a weekly call. So I jump on a weekly call, answer questions, give some feedback, just kind of mastermind, brainstorm, help people through certain situations. And we've had some amazing success stories. One of our mastermind members, the first month did like 50 deals, which is just insane. I mean, I'm like, wow, okay, hold on. Elliott family of 7. I've made it. I made it, bro. Look at me. I got 2.5 million followers on a coffee mug. It weighs 18 pounds, and now I can go live on TikTok. I feel like I've accomplished something. I've been grinding. I've not been grinding. That's a lie. I've been lying. I'm lying. I've not been grinding on TikTok, but I'm glad I can go live on there because now it's cool. Now, my only wish is, and I guess maybe when I get to 10,000 followers, I can maybe bring in my nerdy gear, my nerdy software, to jump in. But anyway, so our mastermind group meets weekly. So that Zoom call is there. All the Zoom calls are recorded. They are in the group. So if you join today, you're going to get access to all that information. And it's basically me just breaking down my business model, answering questions. And then obviously the group is there where you can ask any questions you want to. And it's not really a hard concept. It does take a little bit of organization to get this type of business model up and going. But it's not like impossible to do that. And for $7 a month, I'm not asking a lot. It's just really to give people access and really quiet my inbox because I get so many messages of how do you do this, how do you do that, how do you do this. And so I'm like, I need a general place just to send people like a little hub and just let them, be there, ask those questions there, and then I can create content around it. So that's kind of the mentality behind that group. And so I've been having a lot of fun. A lot of motivated people over there doing some cool stuff, and we all just share ideas and whatnot. So the only thing I don't share is my contact list, so I'm pretty honest and upfront about that. However, I am working on something now with another group of people to create a software solution to help streamline all these processes to make it even easier, which I have a pretty streamlined process now, but if this other thing works out well, I think it will be even better. So if you want to check that out, go to dillbilly.live and check that out. And I'll try to link it somewhere around here. I don't know how to do that, but maybe. Oh, maybe I got a link now in TikTok. I'm not sure. Or if you don't know, what I said, it's billythorpe.live. If you go to dillbilly.live, that's going to be my Amazon store, which you're also free to go check out. But then billythorpe.live is where you can sign up for the mastermind group. So if that's something you're interested in, go check it out. And some people say, is it going to be good for me if I'm not a part of the group or if I'm not a part of the program? Yeah, I mean, this best case, it's for somebody who's approved for the program and approved for on-site placement to do brand deals because that's my primary focus. However, if you're not even in this ecosystem and you just want to be around people who are doing it and you want to learn, you want to glean from what they're doing and get that feedback, then feel free to join. And then if I get enough people in there who are like, I'm not in the program, I'm working on it, I'm trying to get in there, then I'll start doing content around that and maybe even having a secondary group call if I get enough people in there. So anyway, that is that. I think I'm done. You guys have been awesome. Thanks so much. It's 46 minutes of just me talking to you. Hopefully not myself. Hopefully there's people who are getting some information. So if you found any value in this, just give me a big thumbs up there in the chat. And once again, what's up, TikTok? I'm here, baby. Now I got to figure out what to do with you. And everybody else. There's Monty. Man, I think Monty's watching me on every platform. I see him pop up almost everywhere. But anyway, appreciate you all, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya. And I forgot the end screen. I never have an end screen. How do I? Oh, wait, I got to stop all these things. Here we go. See you, TikTok.